Protein yogurt. It's a pure vegetarian protein yogurt. I'm a vegetarian, pure vegetarian. We don't eat no flesh due to our religious beliefs. No meat, no eggs, no fish, no chicken, no flesh at all. We've never touched it in my life. But our protein intake is from these four main ingredients. I've got 500 grams of fat-free quark cheese. Now this gives me 0.2 grams of fat, 3.5 grams of carbohydrates and 11.5 grams of protein on every 100 grams. So every 100 grams gives me 11.5 grams of protein. Now, I stick this in the blender, the full thing I stick in the blender. Then we've got fat-free Greek yogurt. This is another 0.4 grams of fat, 5.3 grams of carbohydrates and 7.3 grams of protein, which is another high protein fat-free product. That's every 100 grams again. And then we've got 600 grams of natural fat-free cottage cheese. Now this gives me 0.3 grams of fat, 4.7 grams of carbohydrates and 10.1 grams of protein. Another very high protein product. And cottage cheese is a slow digesting product, so it absorbs all your protein because it's a slow digesting product. Then we have hemp seed. Hemp seed is a very good natural source of protein. Only thing you've got to be very careful of with hemp seed, it's high in fats. It's good fats, but very high in fats. So 3 tablespoons of hemp seed gives you 13.5 grams of fat. So that's the only thing you've got to be very careful of. It gives you 2 grams of carbs and it gives you 11 grams of protein. That's 11 grams of protein from 3 tablespoons of this stuff here. Magic, this magic. Everything we blend into the mixer. Obviously I had to make 2 mixers of this because you can't fit it all in one. And then another magic thing I use is sweeteners. No sugar, sweeteners. Obviously sugar is very fattening, so we use sweeteners. At the moment I'm on a cutting diet, so my intakes for carbs at the moment are 170 grams of carbs, 170 grams worth of protein and 38 grams worth of fat. I'm not a bodybuilder for any competition purpose. I just do it for health reasons and to promote vegetarianism, because we don't eat no meat. So this is something for where we can save some animals, because we don't believe that we should be killing animals for our taste buds. So okay, this is something I prepared earlier. All that ingredients I've mixed gives me about 3 days worth of protein intake. That's 3 days worth of protein intake. If you look here, all these tubs here, I've got 100 grams of yogurt in it. Each one of these tubs contain 2.5 grams of fat, 15.5 grams of carbs and 30.9 grams of protein. That's 30.9 grams of protein in there. Another thing I forgot to mention that I did add into this mix was 6 strawberries. That's just to give me some taste, and I added a little bit of designated coconut, a bit of coconut, just to give it a bit of taste. That's what all your taste bud requirements. Now I have 4 of these a day. So the first one I have in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, one before I go to the gym and one before bedtime. So it's just a slow processing, a digestive process due to the cottage cheese that's mixed in there as well. Now in total, a day, out of the 4 I eat, I get 10.32 grams of fat, 62 grams of carbs, and 123.6 grams of protein. That's from four tubs of these a day. Okay, I do know that this carb intakes are a bit higher, so you've got to be very careful what you eat during the day when you're on a cutting diet, because I'm only on 170 grams of carbs at the moment, so I've got to be very careful what we eat. So my morning meal, an ideal morning breakfast will be 3 medium Warburton's brown bread. That's 2 of them I have. So that's 2 slices of brown bread, which is the medium loaf. On that, I put some quark cheese on it, the quark that you just seen there, a little bit of that, and I have a bit of coffee with that. I make a bit of coffee with the sugar I use again is the sweeteners. And then my afternoon meal will be a sweet potato, 100 grams of sweet potato. In that again, I put some quark cheese and a bit of cottage cheese in there. And then I do add a bit of tomato sauce. I cheat a bit there. A bit of tomato sauce for some taste. Then in the evening we have mung beans, 100 grams of mung beans. This is a very, very high protein intake bean that we eat every day. I am Indian, I am Hindu, so khichdi, we call it khichdi. That gives me 100 grams of khichdi, gives me 63 grams of carbs, 1.4 grams of fat, and 24 grams of protein. In that, I mix some Greek yogurt again, which is a bit more protein again. And then in the evening, obviously, I have another tub of my homemade yogurt. And that, when I add all that up, it does give me my carbs, 170 grams. It might be a little bit less. 170 grams of protein, I do get my protein in, and 38 grams of fat. That's at the moment, my cutting diet. I've been doing it for 2 months. I've lost just under a stone at the moment. And I'm going to be cutting for another 2 months. I just want to see a bit more shape in my body, and I want to show everybody that you can have a body and build muscle without meat in your diet, and that's what I want to just prove. I know there's loads of videos out there. I want to show you that we can do it, and I've been bodybuilding for about 2 years now, and I'm going to see how it goes, and I hope this video is of some use to you. If you can leave any messages if you need to, and I'll try and respond to them as quick as I can on the link below. Thank you.